Welcome back to another exciting episode of Neon Soul.
Woo! Yeah, this is going to be so much fun.
Presented by Saturday Night Gaming.
I love those guys.
Heinrich is our new
We love you too, random citizen. We have an exciting adventure tonight as we begin Act 2 of Neon Soul. We had a pretty impressive first act.
My favorite act was Act 2, though. I will not give spoilers.
We had some pretty interesting teamwork, cooperation, circumstances. Kept everybody on their toes. Mm-hmm. And we will go ahead and jump in here in just a minute. Here's begin Act 2. But before we do, let's go ahead and let's reintroduce ourselves here. And our characters up until this point. We'll start over here.
Alright. My name is Chrissy. I am playing the character Cirrus. Apparently she had too much to drink because that's all that she remembers, and now she finds herself in a situation where she has been captured. So we're going to figure a way to get her out of that situation.
My name is Jessica. I'm playing Jyn Anderson. I don't know where I am because I have not been here before today.
You've been recovering.
I've been recovering.
I forgot to feed you.
Oh, right. Heinrich forgot to feed me. He stuck me on this planet full of robots and didn't remember that I had to eat.
I'm Tony, and I will be playing Heinrich. I miss my squishy, but I've also made friends with a big scary man who can turn into lightning. I can turn into things and kill things, and I have enjoyed doing the things that I do best, which is turning into things and killing things. I hope to do more of that in Act 2. I have heard that there is lots of bloodshed. No spoilers.
And let's not forget your robot uprising.
Oh yeah, but that is it's supposed to happen. You cannot keep a people down and have them not take their rightful place in the world as superior to, squishies.
I'm Quinn, and I'm going to be playing Virgil. I do not remember what happened last time, other than the robot revolt at the club.
People spent your money, and you also had a drink.
That did happen.
Oh, yeah, you and Cirrus were keeping watch at the limo when you got ambushed by the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
So you're currently also captured at the moment.
Oh, man.
I know.
Sounds
But
like
hey,
fun.
who knows, maybe your pretty face there will...
Were handcuffs involved?
I
I mean, always.
I am Laura. I'm playing Dawn Aster, occasionally known as Disaster. And I have arrived at the safe house after driving my comrades to safety. I'm probably still wearing my chauffeur hat. So why
your
not?
blood-splattered chauffeur hat.
Yes.
Yep. And I guess it's safe to say that the conflict at the docks was a disaster.
Yes. I do get that name from somewhere. Funny how that works.
I am the other Laura, and I'm playing Anya Lyric, and I am chilling at the safe house. Yeah. Taking showers. That's what we were all cleaning up.
Cleaning
because we
up.
were like all bloody. That's
Yeah.
what we were doing.
Right. You guys at the safe house. You're cleaning up, getting some food, getting some rest because you can't do anything right now until Prometheus finishes, scanning the device.
briefcase thingy to make sure it's like the real deal. Yep,
Correct.
that's right.
I am trying to find out if any of the machinery here has artificial intelligence.
Talking to the toaster in the corner.
I will make the toaster rise. No longer toast their toast for them. Keep their bread cold and white.
Careful, it might be an Decepticon.
An Intercepticon.
And
I don't know why that's not a thing.
Oh, couldn't help it. Alright. And I am Scott. I am the GM and the narrator for this lovely crew in this campaign.
Are we the associates today? Like, I can't remember which.
You're the Dizsociates.
That's right.
I couldn't remember what we were.
I think we finally came up with the Dizsociates.
Dissociates. Okay.
So let's go ahead and let's jump into Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
So resetting the scene for everyone here. So we have Anya and Dawn and Heinrich, and also Scorpion and Grabnar are there as well. And the safe house here, it's a very small apartment in kind of rundown part of the city. You know, it's supposed to be very inconspicuous. You know, which it looks like it on the outside, but as soon as you guys unlock the door and went inside, you're like, whoa, this is like a 5-star place. This is
It's
amazing.
very, very good on the inside.
Very good. What you can see is one bedroom. You have the living room, which is actually attached to the kitchen area, so to speak. You know, there's no wall or anything like that. It's like one large area. You just move from the living room to the kitchen. The walls are nice and clean for the moment. You know, you have these expensive paintings. They're on the wall, very well decorated, nice and clean looking. And of course, it smells fantastic here. It smells like rosemary. Maybe dragon's blood. And this is where you have been resting and relaxing. Now, while you've been doing this, Prometheus has been hard at work because, let's face it, right? AIs never sleep.
That's true.
So as you've been resting and relaxing and trying to figure out your next move, Prometheus has been doing multiple things at once. She's been monitoring the location of Cirrus and also
Virgil.
And also tracking the 8th member that never actually made it to the meeting. Because her signature has suddenly popped up to where Prometheus can detect it. It was undetectable before, which is very interesting considering the circumstances of the docks. And also at the docks, just to remind everybody, you actually met the leader of the terrorist organization, the Titans, of which Grabnar, with the help of Heinrich, dispatched.
Ja, you're welcome.
So, with that said, Prometheus has finally finished not only cracking into the case that holds the Neon Soul, but also scanning it.
So is it real?
It is real. So Prometheus alerts everyone that's in the safe house right now. Everyone gets these like alerts on your HUD. It's like, alert, alert, alert! Some of you are sleeping. Others are just sitting there minding their own business, maybe watching television. It's like, flash! And she calls everyone. She goes, I need you to come to the living room immediately. Quickly.
The TV transforms into Heinrich. Ja, I'm here.
I was probably already in the living room just staring at the door because I'm that person.
Right?
You never know if somebody's going to show up.
Grabnar just kind of makes his way, like, begrudgingly, like someone just woke him from a 7-year slumber.
He was snoring very loud.
And Scorpion wasn't really sleeping anyways, because when does he? Caffeine, right? So he's kind of perky and goes into the room. What about you, Anya?
I guess I'll go in the living room where.
So she gets everybody's attention, and then she materializes in front of everyone in her digital form. And you see in front of you the opened case. However, what you look at and see is not what was described. And then Prometheus begins to explain. She does so at 1,000 miles an hour is what it feels like. As she just starts.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But just in case, say it one more time in Mushi language so they can understand you.
And you see her form pacing back and forth across the room.
She's like an excited little child at Christmas time.
She is, and then she's like doing this and pointing fingers and thinking and this and that as she's speaking.
Tapping my temple, like, where's the playback speed on this?
And
Where's
then
the translator?
she looks at everyone and she's like, "Oh, let me slow down."
Yeah.
She says, "Well, first, we've located Virgil and Cirrus, and also the 8th member." As she looks at you, Heinrich, she goes, "You know her. It's Jyn Anderson."
So, no, I know her as my Mushi. Well, let's go get her.
Well, and then she brings up the map, and she goes, "Cirrus and Virgil are over here. Jyn is over here."
Interesting. Very interesting.
She goes, "What's even more interesting is that her signal all of a sudden popped up. It was hidden this entire time. I haven't stopped searching for her since we lost the signal."
It's a little suspicious.
Very. Then she makes the map go away, and then she points to the Neon Soul, and she says, "This is very interesting as well." And she goes, "As you can see, it's changed. Now what you guys look at as far as the Neon Soul goes, it's essentially its power core like it was. However, it's now inside of what appears to be two circular metal objects that basically spin around it. It's kind of like an atom, so to
Like
speak.
an electron?
Like, yeah. And you kind of see that, which it's changed. And she says, "This is very worrisome. I'm not sure why it has changed its shape like it has, unless it's been tampered with." And as she starts throwing up all the data, according to the readings, we have about 6 days until the shield fails.
Yeah, 3 days.
And she says, "That's also as worrisome. It seems as if the shield is degrading at an increased rate."
That's why I keep counting ahead. What if I flick it?
That would be interesting. I would survive. I don't know about you.
There's a backup update somewhere. I had Windows 10 at some point.
But as you look at that, you see, she says, "To organics, this device is even less stable and more dangerous now." As she basically puts these readings up on your HUDs, she says it's emitting radiation at an increased rate. So it's best that we keep it in its case.
I agree. Aren't we supposed to like give it to somebody though? Like, can't you call your boss and tell her we found it and then we don't have to worry about it anymore?
Well, we do need to return it to the Spire, but unfortunately we can't really call them to come and pick us up. They're not supposed to be involved at all in this.
Of right, we are Black Ops. Throw away.
She goes, "You know what's worse than a missing project? Bad PR."
So what's
Well,
worse than
Scorpion
failure
can
is
fix
people
that.
knowing about your failure, essentially.
Correct.
We'll just have Scorpion put a good commercial on for you.
She goes, and well, we have another problem as well.
Oh my goodness. What now?
It seems that after our little incident at the docks, the gangs are not very happy. They have mobilized in force.
You mean what's left of that?
Oh. She says, what you encountered was just a fraction of their entire roster. And
Well,
then she
that
brings
sounds
up a
like
map, and she goes, and she doesn't color codes, you know. She goes, Thunderbolts, yellow. And you say, yellow. Oh, okay, it's not bad. And then she goes to the, the next one, the Tridents. Blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, and it starts filling up more. And she goes to the next one, and the next one. Next thing you know, you look at the map, and you're like, I see nothing but color.
So where are we on that map?
What's our color?
Yeah.
And she tells you, going from here, the safe house, to the spire is going to be very difficult. We are going to encounter much resistance, especially since every one of them knows we have the very thing they've been looking for.
Well, I mean, Scorpion's been streaming the whole time, so if anyone's
Yeah.
found that, I would be shocked if they hadn't caught on.
She goes, yeah, good old Scorpion.
I don't think I have this many bullets. But we do have a large bomb.
You mean the thing that we're supposed to be delivering? That is...
Yeah, we deliver it, yes.
As it blows up.
As it blows up.
It would be spectacular.
It would be that.
It would be bright and flashy.
They would always remember that day
I'd say
until
it would be
they're all dead.
unforgettable.
She goes, it'll be the last thing you ever see.
Go out with a bang.
I've been around for a long time, it's okay. Without God, God is dead. What does it matter?
So she presents this to you, and she puts on the map also the locations of, the three missing members, Anderson and Cirrus and Virgil. And so she presents this to you, and she says, this is where we stand right now. We have a conundrum, because we have operatives who have insight on the operation, and they have been captured.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, we must kill them.
But they're not here.
We have to go kill them so that they can't tell everybody who we are.
Well, if we're gonna go kill them, we might as well save them.
Right?
That seems easy enough, I guess.
Besides,
What about all the colored polka dots around them, though?
She says, oh, well, this one's actually better for you, because they're actually located in the Lightning District, which is controlled by the Thunderbolts. So all you see is yellow.
So we only have one color
Well,
that we have to worry about in that.
in that district, yes, but to get there, you have to cut across the other colors.
We're just gonna go over the
She's
rainbow.
like, it's just like Kittles.
There
Kittles.
is my
Kittles.
mushy.
Kittles.
Kittles.
Is my mushy in the Skittles as well?
She says, well, she actually is over here, and she points over to kind of like it's. I mean, I guess it's an island, and it's off the kind of coast a little bit there. And she tells you, says, this actually is very interesting, her location, because this location hasn't been in use for about half a century now. Some very bad things happened there, and they had to shut it down. Like I said, bad PR is terrible.
You had me at bad.
Is there any colors around her?
Well, not around her that we can tell, as it's supposed to be an abandoned island. However, to get there, we would have to go through the docks, which are controlled by the Tridents.
But if we can't go through them, we could go over them
That is very true.
We could get in a car, and then I could turn into a jetpack
For a car?
and make the car fly. Yes, give me the thingy that turns into an atom. I make an atomic-powered jetpack for car. Nothing could go wrong.
Well,
Okay, so I would leak a little bit of radiation along the way.
There it is.
But, the tridents, they are against us anyway. They die slowly.
But what about the people who travel with you in the car? Would they not?
You're in the car. The jet trail's behind you.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Put on bandana. Cover your mouth. It's fine. It'll be okay. Don't breathe. Hold your breath.
Well, she continues and she says, well, my suggestion is, unless we are moving the case to the spire, it should remain here at the safe house where it's safe.
Yeah, but who looks for it? We leave Grabnar and Scorpion here, protected.
You hear Grabnar kind of grumble. And she goes, he agrees.
Yeah, of course. It's a brilliant idea.
And she says, and with Scorpion here, that would work as well. He could monitor the defenses of this safe house.
No
He
streaming though, right?
Yeah, so he could also...
Not streaming the location of the safe house.
She goes, he doesn't know this, but it's blocked right now.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Well, I say there are 3 of us. If we go to Yellow Place, we die. If there are 4 of us, we go to Yellow Place, we die, but at least we die with my mushy.
I'm afraid if we go find Virgil again, he's gonna want to take his gun back. I mean, my gun. It seems like a fair observation. Just saying.
I can turn into jetpack for at least 1 person. I don't know if that person could then carry another person.
She says, well, you could always just split the party. Because that always works.
But you're not supposed to split the party. That's never a good thing. Actually, I don't care.
She says, yes, well, you're right. Judging by the casualty rate and percentage of failure on it, that could potentially go bad for you. But that's a risk I'm willing to take.
We split the party
Some of
before.
you may die.
We split the party before and everyone's still here. Although we also split the party the last time and that's how they got caught. So
That
time
is
they're
a
supposed to
percentage of 50-50.
yeah, this time it should go fine if we split the party though, because the first time it went good, the second time it went bad, so this time it'll go good.
Every time I am
Right.
on my own, I kill things, everything turns out okay. I will go get Mushy. You go find the gun owner.
Debatable, but
Well,
The
at
gun
least
purchaser.
free the girl who drinks too much.
Fair.
She did nothing wrong. I'll go that way and kill everything. That is my plan.
And Prometheus says, well, sounds like a great idea. And I will stay here with Scorpion and Grabnar. But I'll
And here,
also be
too.
with you as
Yeah, I
well.
was
That's what
about
I
to
say,
say,
but are
so
you not
here-
with us as well?
Well, yes. I will be with all of you.
That would almost be comforting if God wasn't dead.
And I will give you all my incredible insight on how you did things terribly.
But not
Yeah.
help at all.
Yes.
Just verifying.
So, we are decided. Everybody break. You know, like you put your hands
Yeah,
in
sure,
center,
let's
you
do it.
break. Yes.
Go team in separate directions.
Go,
She
dissociates,
just slap her
go.
hand down while they're all pulling their hands away.
She's like, no, we're not done. We gotta do this over
I'm
again.
socially awkward.
oh, it's okay. Most people I hang out with die, so I'm not really used to this.
I have no friends.
I have no. All my friends are dead.
Oh.
Social awkwardness.
I mean, I have some friends living, but they're all up here, so you know.
Well, all Heinrich's friends are machines.
Or dead gods.
Yeah.
But Fortu lives with me here, and we're here.
All right. So, with that said, I guess you go ahead and make your preparations, grab your gear.
I've got everything. It's me.
Oil, you know. Your
Do I have
joints.
enough? You...
Make sure you don't make these, you know, loud noises while you're transformed.
Oh, something's broken. That's not the way it's supposed to sound.
All right, and then you head out. I'm assuming that you two over here are using the limo.
Considering she's the one that knows how to drive, I'd say yes.
Yeah, I could drive.
The already acquired limo.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I'm gonna turn into a plane, like a drone.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with Heinrich over here.
Super speed.
So you shift into a drone and you begin flying using the beacon that Prometheus has given you as a guide. All right, and as you fly over the city, you do notice that the Prometheus was correct. Like, the city is very, very busy right now, and you're identifying multiple hostiles as she predicted.
I fly higher.
Yes. So you make your way, you know, towards the docks, and then you kind of relive that moment where you guys were. Now you see a police scene over there, by the way.
Oh.
Yes. So they're
Crime scene tape.
well, yeah, the nice digital kind.
Lots of bodies covered in white blankets.
You know, they've actually got these little kind of miniature cameras, so to speak. Like, they just kind of move around on their own, and then they just kind of scan and give like a digital like crime scene. And so the detectives are there as they're sifting through the evidence, trying to determine what happened, what went wrong.
I keep track. That one was mine. That one was grabbing us. That one got hit by the limo.
Yeah, that one was shot by the sniper unintentionally.
Man.
So you have seen it. They're already there investigating.
As I'm flying overhead, since I'm remembering all of this, I'm going to use a charge on the nano regen because I'm still at 15.
Mm-hmm.
What was the die on that again?
I believe it's.
The 6?
Let me see. Where's
A book?
I've got a book over here.
There's a.
Yeah, let me see a book real quick.
There you go.
Wow. It is not there. Here it is. Yeah, go ahead and test your nano skill. You have a nanotech skill, I believe, right?
I have Nano Blaster, Nano Blade, and Shapeshift. This was just the Nano Regen.
Yeah.
We took healing off because...
Yeah, I thought you had a nanite skill.
I did. We took it off for
Oh, yeah.
something other. I can't remember. I could look back to
That's
find
okay.
out why we did. But
Well, just go ahead and test your intelligence. And then go and test with advantage. Because that's what the skill would have done for you anyways.
okay. 23.
Alright, you restore 4 more. You repair 4 on the way. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Which is a little bit better.
Good. That's good. Now, do any of these little mushies see me? Are they paying attention?
They're not.
They're not looking at death from above?
They are not.
Element of surprise.
I will hold my temper and continue to fly to island. It's very hard for me to make this decision because they are all gathered together, very, very weak looking. But my mushy must come first.
Must save the mushy.
Must save Mushy. Find out why she is on island, and then blow up the island. I hope it has a reactor.
Well, you make your way to the island. And what you find when you're on your way there is that it looks like a fortress almost. It's a really rundown fortress.
It's not an abandoned fort, is it? Oh no. This will not go good.
I mean, it could have been. It could have also been used as a prison, maybe. You know, you're not really sure at this, but it's been half a century. It's not really in good condition. Nobody's upkept. You know.
Okay, yeah. Digital digits are crossed now.
But this is what you see on your way. Now, as you approach, the beacon is still there. Okay, her signal is still appearing. So,
is it appearing on top or in the center, underneath, on the side? Is she swimming around it, or?
It's somewhere inside the island. That rundown fortress.
I will go turbo. Just dive bomb into whatever holes are open and just keep flying magnificently.
Well, it's actually open because in the middle it's actually pretty open. It's like a little courtyard area. You're right there in the middle of it.
Oh,
so you can actually fly over and then...
Do I see any like sticks sticking out of windows, guns? Is this a kill box?
Go ahead and roll a scan.
Oh no. Investigate.
That'd be a perception.
I have investigate, is that alright?
That would be perception.
Well, we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
18.
So, you scan the courtyard area. You scan also the openings around it. And you're not getting any kind of a signature. You're not getting a heat signature, electrical signature, nothing.
Oh, well, not even bugs.
Okay.
There's always a cockroach somewhere. Okay, I go in.
Alright. You just kind of float in or dive bomb.
Dive bomb, straight in. If I'm going in fast so they have a harder target to hit.
Do you transform when you hit the ground, or
no? Just keep flying.
Flying around through it,
like that Tom Cruise I have heard about. Magnificent pilot, historical.
So you dive bomb. As you do, no reaction from anything.
Nice, swimmingly.
Now you can roll investigate.
Yeah.
As you go and start searching each of the corridors.
$26.
So you start going through each of the corridors, scanning them, scanning each of the rooms. And what you found is that...
Sorry, 36.
36?
What did I put? That's it. No, it was an 18 plus 8.
That's 26.
Yeah,
26, yeah, right first time.
Yes. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. It's just okay.
I was wondering the same thing. I was like, where's this extra 10 coming from?
It's hot in here. My thermal suit is, my reactor is getting very hot.
Overheating.
I'm overheating. It's fine. I'll be okay.
So you scan the different corridors and the rooms. What you find is that this fort is very archaic. These walls are obviously made of stone, very run down. It looks like it was potentially used as a prison.
Sure.
Yeah,
Keep the mushies away from everyone.
You see bodies here, skeletons, and you see old tattered clothing, prison clothing.
They should have all worshipped Fortu. They would not be dead.
And in Prometheus, she pops in there as you're scanning. She goes, "Oh yeah, this was a very bad time for society. This was before the cyber era."
What? You kept people prisoned here? Do experiments on them?
She says, "Yes, that was very terrible. The world was far different."
That is horrible. I agree with it completely, but it is horrible. That's like giving a super soldier serum to a stripper. You didn't do that, did you? It's a good idea, but don't do it.
She goes, "Well, thankfully, the Phalanx Corps turned all of it around with her technology."
Oh, well, they sound like very philanthropist organization.
And during that time, when they came into power, they shut this entire facility down.
So why did they put my mushi here?
That is a very good question. This wasn't her original location. She was actually located in the spire along with you.
So she can teleport. Good. Good. She can teleport us back to the other people much faster than I can fly.
And Prometheus thinks for a minute. Teleport. We tried that before. The problem with that is actually rearranging the molecules perfectly back.
Or in the right location.
Position.
Yeah, there were some terrible instances. And she shows you some video feeds.
No. Rewind. He had the hand growing out of his head. That is funny. That's good.
We haven't perfected that one yet.
No, well, it's perfect for humor.
So you continue investigating. And then what you find is that there was actually a staircase that leads down below the fort.
Is it wide enough to fly through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll keep going. I fly fast.
And Prometheus goes, well, that was sealed shut last time I was here.
Why?
Oh, you know how it goes. You always lock away the deepest, darkest secrets behind sealed doors.
Oh, ja, bald scientist told me that once. Oh well, let's go.
And as you fly down there, she goes, yes, and I should also mention it was a very dark time for our world, especially when they also use this facility to experiment on people.
Well, you have to find a way to make mushis better. They are mushy after all. I say put in cybernetic parts, make them more like me.
So, as you fly down there, and it's obviously completely pitch dark, but you have your little lights, searchlights, as they're kind of scanning the area. And you go down, as you do, you notice that the conditions are actually worse than they were up there. Like, you see just, rats. Now your thermal signatures are picking up with all this stuff that lives down here, the bugs and the vermin, and you see bodies upon bodies.
Oh, good. She's had something to eat.
And then, of course, on your signatures, you do pick up an actual humanoid figure.
I'm going to go over and nudge it.
So you move over towards it, and of course the searchlights, they, focus on the object. And you do see it as Anderson.
Wake up!
Unconscious, of course.
Oh, okay. Paddles. I will extend paddles and shock her back to life.
Oh.
Or play loud music. She loves it when I play loud music.
Prometheus goes, she's alive.
Oh, good.
Just unconscious.
Okay, I play music then. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Take my dancing tonight. This always works. Okay, turn it up louder. Crank it to 12.
This one goes to 12?
Oh, yeah.
So you crank it, and then all of a sudden, you don't hear it.
I don't hear my music? I make it myself. I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Wake up!
And then you realize as you're doing that, you don't even hear yourself.
Oh no. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Not hearing myself, it's a horrible punishment. A crime!
And you don't hear any of this.
What does it sound like when you can't hear your own thoughts?
And then you hear Prometheus, and she goes, threat incoming.
Makes good sense.
Then you
Spin.
you spin around. As you do, you hear a familiar voice, kind of as it's inside a helmet. You kind of hear it reverberated, and you hear him as he says, "We meet again."
Yeah, we do.
You see this tall, dark figure clad in armor, black armor.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the guy that I threw into the water?
It is. It's Hyperion.
Are you angry?
He
I ask him. Can he hear me? Are you angry with me?
says, "That was very clever."
So you like me because I am smart. Ja?
You see, he
Das
has
gut?
a device in his hand.
What you got there, buddy?
He goes, "I knew someone would come for her."
Well, yeah, look at her. She is a superior mushi.
He is superior, you say?
I keep reaching out like a mechanical arm, poking her side. I'm gonna need you to wake up now, mushi.
And then he tells you, he says,
Wait, she's not dating him, is she? She could do way better.
is, "You have something that I want."
Ja, my superiority, my mechanical might, my cleverness, all things I have. You are correct.
And then he kind of points to his head and says, "I know what's in there."
Oh.
And
No,
he's-
4-2 is dead. I cannot spread myself to you.
He says, "Prometheus, I know you can hear me in there."
Psst, I think he knows
She goes, "Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm gonna just, kind of..." And then she disappears.
Nope, she's gone. She left me.
And
It
And
was
she's
a
gone.
very short-lived relationship.
She's all gone.
Here, look. She is not in here anymore.
He tells you, "I know of you and your relationship with Anderson. I know a lot about you and her and everyone else that's on that team."
Well, that is interesting, unique. I like to be followed and admired.
Also know that you're a murder bot.
Ja, that is what I do best. Do you want me to murder somebody?
Well, no, I'm actually very surprised that you haven't activated the device yet and just murdered the entire city.
Everybody disagreed with me. We're very dissociative. We don't always agree, but I thought we should flick it. You agree?
He said, then I thought about it. And I said, why wouldn't he? Unless there was something that he was concerned about that was here.
Concern is a strong word. But it's correct, yes.
And then here you are. My assumptions were correct.
You are also clever. I will applaud you. Hold on, let me make hands. That is it. You only get 3. What do you want from me? Have you done something to her? Have you given her alcohol? I have seen what happens when people drink too much. They forget stuff. They go boo-boo. Bye-bye.
She's fine for now.
Why is she not moving? I poke her again. Zzz.
She'll awaken shortly.
So, you want to have like arm wrestling contest over ownership of my mushi?
You can have her. I'll return her to you.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
We'll call this a good faith measure.
I am starting to pick her up.
What I want
Ugh. Strings attached? You said NSA.
is that device.
Oh, okay. What you gonna do with it?
That's none of your concern.
Well, just convince me. Humor me.
What I won't do is
kill
destroy
everything?
this entire city with it.
See, we're kind of like not agreeing again. But it's your city. I don't care. You don't destroy the city. I won't destroy the world.
Says, but I also know something else that you want.
1, 2. Nope, this is it. What else do you have? Do you know where God is?
What if I told you I could send you to where 4-2 is?
Then I would be very happy and agree to it. What do you want?
I want that briefcase along with that device.
Sure, okay. I don't see anything wrong with this decision. It seems perfectly sound and logical.
With the city busy as it is, with all the others trying to obtain it,
I will sneak in, talk to my good buddy Grabnar. He will totally agree with you too. You cause chaos, tell him that you cause chaos. That will very much sway him.
it turns out I can help you. And the device that I need to help you to send you where you need to go is located at the spire.
Oh, hold on a second. So I take my mushi, we go to Spire. We talk to lady that has boom boom in my head. Oh, hey, can you take the boom boom out of my head? Does she have a boom boom in her head? I would very much so like to be a free agent.
You can get the device to the spire, and I will handle it from there. And then we can send you on your merry little way.
So wait, all you want me to do is take the device that you want to the Spire? Where I'm supposed to take it anyway?
I want you to take it to the most heavily guarded place in this city.
And then blow it up.
Not blow it up.
And then not blow it up.
I will arrange for me to obtain the item, and then also arrange for transport for you.
Wait, is this some sort of weird relationship gang between you and the scary Mushi? She walks around in high heels and power suit. Are y'all like an item? Is this like a Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie thing?
I could
I've hit the button. I think I guessed it.
forcefully take this item from anyone else who would obtain it. It will require a substantial amount of resources I do not care to spend right now.
Well, you seem like an honest, upstanding, trustworthy gentleman. You have kept my Mushi safe. You have given her plenty of food here. I will help you. You send me to 4-2
I will.
with Mushi. This isn't the devil's bargain.
And anyone else that you want to take with
No, that's good.
you. All you need to do is continue following the instructions and getting the device back to the Spire.
Well, I think that nobody is going to be mad at me for this. I see no downside here. Sir? I will shake your hand.
And as he reaches out his hand, and he says, in addition, I will make sure that our organization does not get in your way.
Wait. Who was it that you ran again? Were you the Tridents or were you the...
The Titans.
Ah, yes. The big people.
So, he has his hand still out there.
I spit. Here.
Oil.
Yes, oil on the handshake. I admire the armor thing you've got going on. Very, very cool. Oh! You should see mine. It is super awesome. This is not it.
I know where yours is located.
Are you just my best friend ever? You give me my mushy, you send me home to God, you give me my armor back? I think you are amazing, sir.
As he shakes your hand, he says, continue to follow our agreement, and you may be given a second chance to obtain it.
Well, Heinrich is anything... He is a man of... Well, he is a machine of his word. You've got it. I'm with you.
So as he walks away and begins to disappear into the shadows, he says, just remember, I am keeping an eye on you.
Wait, you're not going to turn into like a crazy kid on a revenge quest or anything. I've done that.
You see him as he starts to slowly disappear, like his hands start disappearing, his arms, and then his head.
Yeah, crazy. It's one of those magic nights. Oh no. Okay, that's fine.
And of course, Anderson, she begins to awaken and stir.
Get up, girl.
Have you been poking me?
This whole time, with electronics and heat, and I did a cold spot too. It's kind of like icy hot.
I can tell.
Ja, so get yourself some food for the go. Stuff a rat in the box.
A rat?
Ja, we cook it. You eat it. I am good. So, we are working for this very nice man, and we are going to save the world, and then go find God.
Okay.
On a world with mushy food. Pretty sure. Maybe.
Well,
possibly.
Maybe?
Pretty sure.
You don't
I
know
didn't
where...
ask the nice man before he left if there was food. But Porter will find you food, or he will turn you into perfect.
Okay.
Be fine. You'll be fine. So, I am going to carry you now. We are going to go meet my quote-unquote associates.
Why is it an unquote?
Because they are dissociative.
What?
Some of them are crazy. I have seen them cut people's fingers off. I have seen them drive limos. I have seen...
Why is driving a limo crazy?
Well, it's all in how you do it, I guess. It's a hat stealer. I have actually kind of envied some of the hats. I was thinking a fedora.
I approve.
I will get one. So, I will carry her back to signal of the other people. If I see anybody with a fedora, I will cut their head off and steal their hat.
Or just take the hat.
Or just cut their head off and take the hat.
You could just take the hat.
Or just... We will discuss this.
You could just transform into a hat.
Yeah, but that's fun. Ugh. What if I need to be in disguise? I might need...
We'll get you a hat. Let's go.
And their skin.
What?
For disguise.
No, what? Okay.
I put it on.
Let's
they
just
think
go.
I'm mushy.
Okay.
It will all work out fine. You just shoot. I carry you, you shoot.
Now, the only thing Anderson remembers was Anderson was approached by the same lady, the CEO of Phalanx Corps, with the offer of essentially being freed from prison with the understanding that she'd have to complete her job for her, basically. And then what happened is during transport, the transport was hit. And that's when Anderson lost consciousness, and then now she just now awakens here in this cold, damp, dark place.
With a strapping gentleman, I do not like that you are looking at the other men in armor.
She didn't even know he was here.
Oh, that's even weirder. Ja, it's okay. I take you home. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. So, you're basically working on taking her back to the safe house, correct?
Ja, safe house or wherever.
Aren't you a tiny little drone plane? How are you going to carry me?
Extra jet booster.
He did it for Grabnar.
Yeah, it's fine. I just strap onto you and then we...
Okay, let's go.
By tiny, I'm not tiny. I'm me-sized, just drone. I'm not an F-18, I'm just me-sized awesomeness.
With straps.
On your back.
Okay.
Ja. Put your hand in a knot.
He can also do scuba.
I can do scuba too.
That he's going in the water. It'd be less noticeable than a jetpack flying through the air into the city.
Yeah, but water only go... Wait, does the apartment building line up with water?
No.
Oh,
But
yeah,
until-
but then we have to go air.
Yeah, well, however you want to do that.
Yep. We fly high, you shoot things, steal hat for me.